Banana is an elongated, edible fruit, botanically a berry, produced by several kinds of large herbaceous flowers in the genus Musa. In some countries, bananas used for cookings may be called plantains, distinguishing them from dessert bananas. The fruit is variable in size, color, and firmness, but is usually elongated and curved with soft flesh rich in starch covered with a rind which may be green, yellow, red, purple, or brown when ripe. The fruits grow in clusters hanging from the top of the plant. Almost all modern edible seedless bananas come from two wild species, Musa acuminata and Musa balbisiana. Musa species are native to tropical Indomalaya and Australia and are likely to have been first domesticated in Papua New Guinea. They are grown in 135 countries, primarily for their fruit and to a lesser extent to make fiber. Banana wine and banana beer as an ornamental plants, the world's largest producers of banana in 2017 were India and China, which together accounted for approximately 38% of total production. Worldwide, there is no sharp distinction between bananas and plantains, especially in the Americas and Europe. Banana usually refers to soft, sweet dessert bananas, particularly those of the Cavendish group, which are the main exports of banana growing countries. The term banana is also used as the common name for the plants that produce the fruit. This can extend to other members of the genus Musa, such as the scarlet banana, the pink banana, and the fay bananas. It can also refer to members of the genus Ensid, such as the snow banana and the economically important false banana. Both genera are in the banana family. The banana plant is the largest herbaceous flowering plant. All the above ground parts of a banana plant grow from a structure usually called a corm. Plants are normally tall and fairly sturdy and are often mistaken for trees, but what appears to be a trunk is actually a false stem or pseudostem. Bananas grow in a wide variety of soils as long as the soil is at least 60 centimeters deep, as has good drainage and is not compacted. The leaves of banana plants are composed of a stalk and a blade. The base of the petiole widens to form a sheath. The tightly packed sheaths make up the pseudostem, which is all that supports the plant. The edges of the sheath meet when it is first produced, making it tabular. As new growth occurs in the center of the pseudostem, the edges are forced apart. The banana fruits develop from a banana heart in a large hanging cluster made up of tears called hands, with up to 20 fruit to a tear. The hanging cluster is known as a bunch, comprising 3 to 20 tears, or commercially as a banana stem, and can weigh 30 to 50 kilograms, 66 to 110 lb. Individual banana fruits, commonly known as banana or finger, average 125 grams, of which approximately 75% is water and 25% dry matter, which includes nutrient table lower right. The fruit has been described as a leathery berry. There is a protective outer layer with numerous long, thin strings which run lengthwise between the skin and the edible inner portion. The inner part of the common yellow dessert variety can be split lengthwise to three sections that correspond to the inner portions of the three carpels by manually deforming the unopened fruit. As with all living things on earth, potassium containing bananas emit radioactivity at very low levels, occurring naturally from potassium, which is one of several isotopes of potassium. The banana equivalent dose of radiation was developed in 1995 as a simple teaching tool to educate the public about the natural small amount of K40 radiation occurring in every human and in common foods, including banana. The K40 in a banana emits about 15 becquerels or zero point 0.1 microsieverts, an amount that does not add to the total body radiation dose when a banana is consumed. Alternative approach divides bananas into dessert bananas and cooking bananas, with plantains being one of the subgroups of cooking bananas. Triploid cultivators derived solely from M. acuminata are examples of dessert bananas, whereas triploid cultivators derived from the hybrid between M. acuminata and M. bulbinosa, in particular the plantain of the AAB group, are plantains. Small farmers in Colombia grow a much wider range of cultivars than large commercial plantations. A study of these cultivators showed that they could be placed into at least three groups based on their characteristics: desserts, bananas, non plant cooking bananas, and plantains, although they were overlapped between dessert and cooking bananas. The classification of cultivated bananas has long been a problematic issue for taxonomists. Linnaeus originally placed bananas into two species based only on their uses as food: Musa sapientum for dessert bananas and Musa paradisiaca for plantains. More species names were added, but this approach proved to be inadequate for the number of cultivators in the primary center of diversity of the genes. In summary, the commerce in Europe and the Americas, although not in small scale cultivation, it is possible to distinguish between bananas, which are eaten raw, and plantains, which are cooked. In other regions of the world, particularly India, Southeast Asia, and the islands of the Pacific, there are many more kinds of bananas, and the two-fold distinction is not useful and not made in local languages. Plantains are one of the many kinds of cooking bananas which are not always distinct from dessert bananas.